I'm trying to think of when was the last time you heard Illmatic?
Not never.
Let's do it. I haven't heard this joint in like ages.
Kid Boo still makes music?
Last time I heard anything about Kid Buu was that he was a clone.
Yeah. Isn't he like 30 something?
I have no idea.
Somebody told me he was like in his like mid 30s, still getting face tats and dyeing his dreads. But that could be a lie. Cause I don't know Kid Buu.
I
check.
I have no idea.
I ain't tripping. I ain't
But
tripping at all.
this is gonna be our first classic, our first throwback episode.
Is it?
I think so.
Technically. Well, yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is the first classic.
I don't remember what album we did with John, but I don't think it was like an older joint. For real.
I think we did Feet of Clay.
With John?
I think so.
No, I don't think so, because that was just me and you, and I was just like, the only reason why I didn't give it a black chip was because, like, you took it off the table, figuratively speaking. Anyways, I think it is.
Didn't take it off the table.
I mean, I guess I could pull the list on the other computer, but
I
you weren't gonna let that happen. That's what I mean.
It's because I feel like with the black. See, that's why I want to give Eminem a black, because he's at a point where like retirement is like, yeah, like chill out. That was the only reason I really wanted to give Eminem a black.
I mean, and he had Young M.A. on track too, which kind of saved that because she came in snapping. And then towards the middle, who do you have? I forget, there was an R&B guy, right?
Anderson .Paak.
That was like four from the end though. There was one more in the middle that was like pretty good. It wasn't green. Those are Anderson and Young M.A. got the greens.
The only like singer that he had towards the middle was Ed Sheeran. He had the joint with like Royce.
Yeah, there's that. We never actually got the Royce's verse, but it was someone whoever's voice it was that you were like, they have a really weird voice, so it's weird that they're on this album. But
Don Toliver.
Yeah, the Don Toliver joint.
Yeah,
I think the Don Toliver joint was all right.
It started out okay because all we heard was Don Toliver.
Right.
For the first 10 seconds.
That kept it out of black.
It sounded like a Toliver record.
But this is dope.
That's funny because on Jack Boys, the song that I didn't want to hear is a Don Toliver song.
There you go.
But
1994.
94. This is the year my sister was born.
You wasn't even a sparkle in your daddy's eye.
I wasn't even a thought. I don't think I was ever a thought. I think I was just a good night.
My dad always tells me I was a reunion baby.
That's dope. A reunion baby is dope to me.
Okay.
Because that means it's like, let's try this again.
I mean, you're right.
After the reunion baby is kind of sucky. Cause
it
didn't
like read the union though.
I mean, but it was an attempt.
You're right.
It was an attempt.
That's true.
And I was like, yeah,
he also said though that if they invented the remote control sooner, he wouldn't have had so many kids. So
that's honesty. That's just honesty right there.
Which one is it?
That's just straight up honesty. That's what I would. That's the type of father I hope to be.
He legit would call me from like other parts of the house. Like, yo, change the channel. Like, bro.
Oh.
Like, I understand this TV is black and white, has a knob on it, but we're gonna fix this soon. Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, nah.
Yes, I'm old enough to have had a black and white TV. Except for it was super old when I had it, but still. Used to have that joint on the back porch watching Dragon Ball. Black and white. Over broadcast.
That sounds fire. That sounds like a fire Saturday morning.
It was. Because you on the back
Cereal
porch.
Too?
You just, yep. I used to eat it with in a mixing bowl with one of them big giant spoons.
Yeah.
Like, I eat a whole box of cereal for breakfast.
I still eat cereal in a mixing bowl with
Do you
a
really?
giant spoon. I did it last night.
Like the big mixing spoons.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm 22 simply by age. I will forever be 11.
I'm pretty sure there's some people that feel the same way about me.
Like, only reason that I have facial hair is because my body keeps growing. Only reason I'm here is because my body keeps growing. If it was my choice, I would be in my onesie pajamas right now.
No, sir.
Playing all of my favorite songs, eating cereal, watching the funniest of funny shit. If that's all that life could be, like if I didn't have to worry about paying for stuff and like life and building a family.
I feel you, but like
if
I like my agency personally. I know that like, you know, we're obviously in different stages of life, but it's always weird to me when people look back so fondly on like high school and college memories. Like I get it. Like college was dope, especially like, you know, shout out to the chain. But we definitely had a lot of fun, but there's also, you still couldn't just do whatever you wanted, right?
Yeah.
So now, like, I'm much closer to being able to do, like, whatever I want.
Yeah.
And, like, that's what I like more than anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah,
I get,
I feel
you know,
you.
like, in, I went to UMass, there was, like, high rises. So, like, some of the dorms, like, literally 23, 24, 25 floors. So, like, I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah. 25th floor. Yeah, you ain't got to worry about nobody. I mean, all you got to do for real is just be cool with your RA.
I mean,
if 25 floors, shoot.
That's more than,
That joke.
there was at least 4 buildings like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's at least 4 sections in the building itself. That's a hotel, just about. You ain't worried about nothing. That sounds like West Virginia when I went to visit up at Morgantown, and when they had co-ed dorms.
They were
co-ed. It was
co-ed.
like a hotel, and it would be like boys' room, girls' room. Like that's how the room. That's how it went around the hall, and it was like 15 floors, and like the RA was like in the corner.
Yeah.
But
I'm not sure if these ones alternated, but I mean, it was co-ed. Honestly, I still stayed at home, so A, I saved money, but B, I also stayed out of a lot of trouble because I would have caused a lot more trouble if I actually stayed on campus. I know that for a fact. So,
that's funny. I feel the opposite. I feel like I would have been much more productive if I were to stay on campus rather than to be off campus. Because when I'm by myself, I just do better.
Yeah, so I don't. Yeah, so I'm not even. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
But I also know that I can be an opportunist. So it's better that I could like enter the environment when I felt like it and then exit the environment when I didn't feel like it anymore. Because if I was just there, I definitely would have it would have been a lot.
No, I feel you. I feel that. Nah.
Because even when I wanted to do work, I would go to the library, and because the library is basically 24 hours, so I just post up and just work. But like, yeah, there's just a lot.
No, I feel that. Nah, I need to be by myself sometimes, like
Respect.
for extended periods of time, like extended, like a couple of months. Like let me just be.
All right,
by
you sound like a hermit. Oh,
I am low key.
You're not a hermit.
I am. I'm just not shy. See, I was talking to somebody yesterday. I don't know if I told you this. I was talking to somebody yesterday. I'm not shy. I'm just introverted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So give me my 3 months by myself.
3 months.
Yes, 3 months. Time flies.
I think if I could.
Time fucking flies.
Yeah,
I need a week to BS.
You like to not be like reachable as well.
When I say like I need to be by myself.
No, I know. I'm thinking it through.
I don't need no contact from not a soul. Like I'll reach out to you. And if I reach out to you, then I really want your help or I really need you for some shit. Like that's how I operate. Like
Yeah, I'm learning how to be better at that because I will just like I just pick up my phone compulsively and I'll just be checking stuff and it's like, yo, I don't actually want to talk to anyone, so I gotta like put it back down.
See, my problem now is I'll ask somebody a question, but I'll feel bad once I get my answer and ghost them, so then I'll try to continue the convo a little bit more. But all that does is prolong the ghost because I'm gonna still ghost you. It just waiting to the point where you say some shit that I either don't feel like responding to or I forget to respond to.
You are hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, I
understand what you're saying, but you're still hilarious.
I'm like, keep it a bean. Like, I'm not trying to ghost you. That I texted you because I wanted to know this specific info. You told me this specific info. Thank you, but like, yeah,
respect.
I gotta just be more. I gotta be better at just saying thank you and then just dropping it.
Yeah, that's real. That's that kind of goes back to what I've been saying. That's just a self-esteem thing. Because then it sounds like you're extending the conversation for the sake of the other person when like you really don't care. But that's also like, it's still a self-esteem thing because you just gotta have enough in your emotional bank account that's just like, all right, like I'm good, I'm out. Like whatever you got going on, deal with it.
I called a few of my friends last night and asked them to tell me about myself. Like, basically, like, you know, like, tell me the shit that they feel like I need to improve upon myself. But it wasn't.
But you know all those answers.
Yeah, I did. I thought I didn't, but everyone gave me the same answer.
What did they say?
I was like, bro, like you just gotta be more confident. Like you just gotta be more confident. And I'm like, If I knew how to do that, I would have been done it. I'm working on it.
We talk about it all the time.
We do.
It's just output. All you need to do is you can get to 6 weeks.
I feel you, but
of Sweatsuit Weekly, you'll be good.
I need to see. This is why I added meditation to my daily thing. An hour of meditation every day.
Have you ever meditated for an hour?
No.
Okay.
I've never I've tried
to just start with 15 minutes.
Not like a full hour of just meditation. I mean, it's like prayer, meditation, like a time to just be.
I was about to say, you about to just close your eyes and sit there for an hour, bro. No. It's gonna feel like a week.
I know, and I'll probably fall asleep.
Only if you're actually tired. If you're legit meditating, like it's weird because it feels really long until you forget, and then it shortens up real quick. It's super strange, but like getting to an hour is really difficult. Like 20 minutes is like a good number.
Okay, so 20 minutes of meditation, 40 minutes of prayer and reflections, or whatever.
Yeah,
maybe just sit and listen to music for 20 minutes or something. Yes, it's right.
Writing,
but yeah, time to meditate, because that's why like. The output thing is one of the reasons why I be saying I feel like I just need to be by myself for some time. Like if I just feel like I get more done when there's no voice to listen to but my own. And I guess that is an extreme way of going about it.
Yes, it's also a really bad excuse, but
it is a bad excuse. That's why I'm saying I'm trying to get more in tune with myself. Because it is a bad excuse. I know it's a bad excuse.
So I'm probably a bit of a masochist, but like for me, so like you said, you feel like you'd be more productive if you were by yourself, like, or you feel more centered or whatever without so much outside input. Cool. My approach is always like, okay, I feel this kind of way in this situation. Now, let me figure out how I can get to being centered while still in the middle of the situation, and then I've won. Because then my being centered or my achieving whatever I want to achieve is not contingent upon what's going on outside, right? And that's how you really got it. So like, the more you like, it's kind of like people who can't work out without music. Like if you can't lock in and lift weights because you forgot your headphones or your iPod, then like, that's
it's trash.
Like I feel you be in the gym, but like it's kind of sus. Yeah. So you got to be able to just lock in, and it's infinitely harder because you gotta like, it's like practicing your jump shot with 4 kids slapping you in the legs and someone else slapping your elbow at the same time. Like it's really hard to lock your form in while everyone's bothering you. But when you can do that, then matter of fact, D Wade told a story. Did you watch the thing last night?
Mm-hmm.
So you know, when LA was playing,
I had to cut it off after Shaq talk. Because if you see Shaq cry.
Oh, I saw that on Instagram, and then I turned it on later. But so D-Wade's talking about when they played the Lakers, and then he kept tapping his arm, and Kobe was so mad because he kept missing. But every time he went to shoot, D-Wade would like tap his shooting arm, so he's missing. And so that night after the game, he went and got his trainer and went back to the Heat arena, and was like, "Yo, I'm gonna shoot. I want you to hit my arm every time I shoot." And the trainer was like, "What?" He's like, "No, because I'm not gonna come back and have them beat me this way again." So he sat there all night just shooting, getting hit on the arm so he can make his buckets. And it's the same thing. Like, he's super proficient by himself with no one around. But as soon as someone hits him with that light brush that's not really a foul, then everything's wacky. But it's like, no, so I'm staying in the trenches with the mortars going off and the gunshots and stuff and figure out how to stay focused. And then, like, that's one of the reasons why, Kobe was so nice. Because it's like, oh, that's what you're going to use against me? Cool. I'm just going to figure out how to neutralize it.
Yeah. I think I threw myself off when I stopped mixing with headphones. Because before, when I used to like make beats and stuff, and I go or like work on music when I come home, I do it with headphones because I ain't had no good speakers. So all I heard was me and what I was working on. So it was more locked in. Whereas now I got some decent speakers. I got a room, so I just be like, fuck, I don't need speakers. I can just let these Jones pop.
Yeah.
But then I can hear when someone comes in. It's a lot.
Yeah, speakers are a good reference check.
Ouch.
I feel you though.
But that's very specific. But I need to work.
It's the same thing though.
Yeah, that was just an example. But overall, I need to work on my fight, make it through the contact.
And it's practice.
Damn, that shirt. I don't know what I just did. I'm gonna say it on camera.
All right. So, like we said before, first classic, Illmatic by Nas. I actually haven't heard this record, Probably since I moved back here, to be honest. So
I haven't heard this
at least
record.
10 years.
I haven't heard it. Not that I'm not a fan of Nas. Nas is a great rapper, great lyricist. Definitely on somebody's Mount Rushmore. I wouldn't put him on mine necessarily, but if you put him on yours, I won't argue it. I wouldn't even be like, for real? I would be like, yeah.
The only point I really argue is when people try to say he's better than Hov.
Nobody's better than him.
Because that's just not, I don't get that. But like in terms of, yeah, you're right. If someone puts him on your Mount Rushmore, it's like Bill Russell. Like I get why he's not on everybody's Mount Rushmore, but if he's on your Mount Rushmore, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
Once you see because like he's the winningest like of all time.
Yeah, 11.
Yeah, 11.
He got enough to put 2 rings on one finger.
Yeah, like granted, he was playing against homeboy that works at the deli, but he got 11.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, not everybody worked at the deli, but I'm pretty sure a few of them dudes spent some time at the bodega.
Stupid. All right, track 1, The Genesis. It's 10 tracks, 39 minutes, 39 seconds. So like,
wow.
I always
Hip-hop
say
was so different.
10 records.
10 songs, barely 40 minutes.
Even Reasonable Doubt was only like 14, I think. But whatever.
Crazy.
Besides the point.
10 songs, barely 40 minutes. This man, Earl Sweatshirt, dropped a 15-song, 25-minute album, and everybody's like, yo, what's wrong with rap? I'm just going off principle. I'm not talking about Feet of Clay either. I'm talking about some rap songs.
I feel you.
Way better than Feet of Clay. If you said that about Feet of Clay, then it'll be like, yeah, what's wrong with rap? I don't know.
Let's get into it.
It's like we don't matter. Okay. That's from a movie.
Yes, except for the music in the background, which is actually the first verse he ever featured on, which is an Akinyele track. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, Akinyele.
I shoot slugs from my brain just like a rifle.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah, so where you at with it?
First 10? I'll go another 10. I like intros.
So that is the actual part where like the
drops.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that sounded like it was about to drop because
it was that one snare hit.
Yeah, I like it. I like how the he sampled whatever movie that is. Sounds like they're in a pizzeria of some sorts. They're definitely in New York because the Italian Sicilians talking to be a fucking man,
right?
But
that's funny. The whole time I was listening to the music in the background, I always listened to the words.
I'll go green on it. I don't got no problem with it. I like it. I'll go green on it. See how you be blue on the intros. You be like, it's not bad, but blue.
I mean, yeah, it's not. Yeah.
I was gonna say blue, but it was like it was about to drop. Like it wasn't too long.
Right. Fair enough.
Let's get it.
All
Track
right.
2, New York State of Mind. The original New York State of Mind.
Yeah, so this is like you already know it's like a Nas classic. Everybody, when it's like, Nas is the best. Why? New York State of Mind. Like, fam, it's one song off one album.
And they're like, so?
Right.
So?
I'll put anytime someone's like, go song for song, I'm going to use New York State of Mind every time. That's actually what my brother-in-law says. And I'm like, I hear you, but like, you can't use the one song to beat every other song. Like, that doesn't
keep using the word to define itself.
Yeah, but maybe. Anyways, New York State of Mind, track 2.
Yeah. I'm gonna run that next 10.
Rapper Sam Monkey. Oh wait, I did. Yeah, I got locked in.
But I mean, even though we just talked about how people died down, it's a clear green. It's a clear green. The bass was mean. Straight out the dungeons of the rap game. That what he said? Straight out the dungeons.
Straight out the
He was
dungeons of
how
rap.
old when he dropped this?
Ooh.
Wasn't they saying like he was like 16 or something?
Nah, he wasn't that young. I'm trying to see. Let me look it up.
Because I know he was relatively young, and
Let's see.
mainly because one of the big things, and I'm gonna keep going back to my GOAT. One of the big things when Our Future came out was something that Tyler Creator said about Earl Sweatshirt. Yeah, he was like he felt Earl Sweatshirt was better than at 16.
21.
Oh, he's 21. Okay, because Tyler was saying he felt Earl Sweatshirt at the age of 16 was better than Nas was at the age of 16, which was a very specific thing to say. But
Yeah,
at that
because
time,
at the same time, you're kind of conceding that he didn't keep growing or working.
Yeah,
there.
which is why people shouldn't get mad at that. I feel like
Yeah, I feel
because it's like, yo, at this specific age, in this specific age, we were at two different places, and I feel like he was a little bit better than he was at this age. Not saying that he didn't get better, not saying that he also
Right.
like, not saying that he got worse, but
Right.
and I feel like a lot of people took that crazily because they only heard what they wanted to hear, which was Earl Sweatshirt better than Nas. What? You don't know what you're talking about, the backpackers.
Yeah, and then it's like what they call that, microwave culture. Everybody just wants the instant, hot takes and the sound bites. And they don't actually listen to what is being said. So,
Explain it.
which means also that like people then lose the ability to converse because they don't know how to listen and like take in opposing views or consider views that are different from their own, and then pick them apart and ask questions and things like that. It's just like, oh no, you said this person's better than this person. I hate you. Like, okay.
Sometimes I be realizing that's why I like just be letting people. I don't want to say let. I need to stop this. But,
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't even know where you're going, but
Yeah, I do need to
Yes.
stop doing this. But like when I be talking to somebody and they just keep cutting me off, because
yeah,
because they just want like
we can't even have this conversation on the mic. But yeah,
because like they just be like, I just want to talk. I talk to the point where they don't want to talk no more. And then once you got a response, they don't even want to hear nothing no more. So they just are gone. So it's just like,
or they leave you that gap to say something, and then as soon as you say something,
as soon as you start to
I got more to say.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. And it's like, all I said was, bruh. Yeah, like, ooh, that reminds me. What reminded you?
Yeah.
What? I didn't even get anything out. But I just be knowing it because like those are the type of people, if you give them a good point, they usually don't have the quickness of the brain to come up with something.
Yeah.
They got a bunch of shit they need to say to
Either,
make
yeah.
what they're saying make sense. But if
Yeah.
you break it up, either it's not gonna make sense or they're gonna forget it because it's not knowledge to them. It's some shit that they memorized.
Or they talk around it or involve things that aren't even related to the point of the conversation.
And then that way,
and then it's like you'd be like, yeah, but I don't. That's not what I mean. And they're like, yeah, no, I'm not saying that. But you literally just said it. So if that's not what we're talking about, why'd you include it in the first place? Like you don't. If you don't really have anything to say, you don't have to just say things. Like,
people that knowingly switch the topic because they know they've ran out of topic. So I'm about to just bring in this random shit.
Yeah.
But that's how they get you, because usually those conversations happen when on like something that motherfuckers be passionate about to a degree, where it's like, so then you just passionate. So when they switch the topic, you don't even realize they switch the topic. Now you just mad because they just saying wrong shit. So now your thing is just correcting you because you just out here just spitting blasphemies.
Right.
But they done went through like 8 different blasphemies that are unrelated to the first one y'all started, and you don't even realize it. And then that's when you look up and be like, what the fuck were you even talking about? Like, we didn't even have a conversation.
Yeah, you're gonna have to cut that water off. But so yeah, we made it to 23. Are you
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You give me a green for
I
New
feel
York
like
State of Mind?
I feel like I can't not give it a green.
Why?
Because not that I'm not saying like I want to give it not a green, but I'm not going to. I'm saying like,
Oh, you just liked it that much? I thought you were saying just because like people consider it a classic. You're just like I can't give this anything.
I mean, it's considered a classic for a reason.
Respect.
It's good. It's really good.
All right, track 3, Life's a Bitch, Nas, AZ, and Oludara. You know it's his dad.
Oludara.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that explains why his name is Nasir.
Just keep it real, son. I'm glad you did that.
I know. This it feels like Nas's version of, to an extent, it feels like Nas's version of Imaginary Players.
Interesting, though it would be the other way around.
Oh, okay. So Jay-Z.
Because Imaginary Players was on Volume 1, which is Hope's second album, which wasn't till 98 maybe? No, because Reasonable Doubt was 98, so it would have been like 2000 or something probably. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
But maybe it was 99. It had to be 99.
Oh, so it's possible.
We can look it up. That's what the internet's for.
And that's exactly what the internet's for.
So you're going to give it
It's possible. And Imaginary Players is top 3 Jay-Z song to me. Mm-hmm. It's sad because like 2 of my top 3 Jay-Z songs are on the same album.
Really?
Yes, sir. Actually, I have to go top. I can't even do top 3 with Jay-Z. Like, I'll have to do a top 10.
I mean, but you got to start somewhere, right?
You do have to start somewhere. Actually, yeah, I could do a top 3. Yeah, all 3 of my favorite Jay-Z songs on the same project.
Which one? Okay, so Imaginary Players, yeah.
Friend or Foe, 98. And Who You With.
Okay. Yes, this is the reason that was 96. I don't know, on the what you call it says 90. Oh, you know why? Because they released it themselves first. Or it's either themselves or with Priority Records, and then when it came back out, it was someone else.
Everybody was.
In My Lifetime was 97, and then Volume 2 was 98.
Yeah, Volume 2.
Yeah, he dropped like every year. 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000. And then 2001. 2002 was Best of Both Worlds. 2002 is Blueprint 2. 2003 is Blueprint 2.1. Wow. The Black Album's 2003.
Hoes putting out classic projects.
Year after year after year. It's crazy.
After year after year.
Huh. All right. Anywho.
Yeah.
Another 10?
Yep. That's what all this is about.
All right. That was easy. I had to let it start.
See, that's the only...
Yeah, it's going to be super long intros.
It's not even the intro's long. How he came in just unsettled me a little bit.
Yeah, remember, this is early 90s. This is when Wu-Tang was popping. Oh, that's what we could have done. 36 Chambers. Well, you haven't been recording?
Not at all.
Oh, okay. That's payback for yesterday, I guess.
A little bit. It's sad because I thought I hit the record button.
Womp womp. So the question is that one recording?
That is for sure recording. I for sure made sure that one was recording.
So yeah, so this was early 90s, right? And that's when everything was like, even if you're speaking roughly positive stuff, it was like everything was hard. Like you just the intensity you have behind the mic is like, no, I'm gonna be heard. You're going to hear me spit these bars.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like this is like say it with your chest.
Yeah.
All that.
Relax.
All right, so
I'm not relaxed.
Give it, chip it up.
How do I feel about it? It sounds good. Yeah, low key sounds like some shit that Nate Dogg would be singing on.
Yeah, cause what's the original song? Is it something in and out of my life? Who's that?
That's Gap Band.
Yeah, I think that's who that was.
Keep running in Charlie Wilson.
That's what it.
Charlie baby.
But I mean that Nate Dogg could have been on that record too.
Let's take a second. Charlie Wilson has been making music since the 70s and he still sounds the same. How?
He found his pocket.
How? No, fuck a pocket. Because Frankie Beverly has been singing since around the same time. And now if he tries to sing, he gonna cough up part of his throat. Because he's just old.
He's blessed. Self-care. I don't know.
Charlie Wilson is still hitting Beyonce, clean.
Charlie, what's your secret?
Clean. There's a video, not even a video. I was watching a documentary when they made Cherry Bomb. And literally Tyler's trying to do it. He's like, I want you to do it and he's like, oh, you mean he does it perfectly. He just gets it. And it was how did you how? And he's like, I'm Charlie Wilson, baby. I
think I saw that clip. Yeah.
Cold.
Yeah.
What? Uncle T and Uncle Charlie, baby. That's all I got to say is T and Uncle Charlie. But back to this. I'ma go blue. Only because
Respect.
I don't need to explain it. I'm gonna go blue.
All right. Track 4, The World Is Yours.
Who's blue?
The world is yours. The world is mine. It's mine. It's mine.
Like, this is 2K, bruh. Like, this is 2K, my God. As soon as you put in that, what was it, 2K14?
Was it?
Like, off rip.
Yeah.
Like, everything. And that was back when I played 2K.
Right.
I don't think I've touched a controller for a video game. To play a video game in like 2 years.
You know what's funny? Like when I got sick over break, I was like, yo, I can play games. And so I beat Gears 5. I started playing Sekiro. I don't know how far I've gotten because there's no like meter. You're just in like a land with a bunch of castles and you just kind of figure out where to go. And there's like a random boss. If you don't like this boss, you go somewhere else, find another boss. Like, all right, I gotta go back to the other boss now. And so you just kind of get forced into a certain path to like unlock whatever. But but there's no way to tell outside of like I looked on some stuff online. And they were doing stuff and had weapons and things that like I hadn't even seen or knew that was in the game. So I'm like, okay, I have a long way to go. Having said that, since I got better, I have not really been like the first week after school started, I was still playing. But since then, I haven't even turned it on. It's kind of sad because like it's a skill game. Like you gotta practice basically.
Yeah, that's I think that is why I don't feel bad about not playing games like that. Because those type of games stopped being fun to me in high school. Because like
games in general or just
skill games and games in general. The games in general was because like this is weird. Now I understand why one of my friend's family thought I was gay for a long time. Because like the way I think some people be like, he like boys, don't he? I don't. No, thank you. I don't want to try it. I don't want to touch it. But
I'm okay.
Like, cause like I used to go to my friend's house and they used to be over there like full on 2K tournaments, like playing online, like things are serious. Yeah. And I'm just like, bro, it's a court right there. Like, if we wanted to play basketball that bad, we'd go right there. Like, y'all is... Like,
wait, but why is going outside?
That's the type of person I was.
No, but I'm saying, why do you feel like wanting to go outside make you think that you were gay?
It was not going outside. It was just, I didn't understand why niggas took video games seriously.
Still. I mean, I don't know. I didn't, like...
You gotta... I'm talking about ignorant folk. I've also been... Yeah. People think you're gay for dumbest reasons.
I mean, like in college, I don't know. I was never big on Madden, and then when I got to college, like that was just the wave. So then I got nice with it. Like I see what formation they run on defense. I could hit all the audibles, and I started cooking bounds. But I was like, yo, being really good at this game is not worth the time and effort it takes to put in. And so after like my first semester there, I was like, I don't care anymore. Like I'm not playing this anymore, and I hadn't played Madden since for real.
I hated Madden because my dad used to like make me play him, and he would just bust my ass. But I was like 7, 8.
My dad would only play Tecmo Bowl.
Shit, that's fire. That's fire right there. You know why that's fire? Because that's his time.
Not even.
It's not, but it's close enough.
Over 70.
It's close enough.
It is close enough. But like he used to run the score on me, like to where the score would say 99, and it would not count any higher.
Yeah, nah.
He was like, I'm just using 49. Just Jerry Rice. Lived the whole game.
Shit. Listen, you ain't play with Bo?
I mean, I tried, but like, I'm like,
he just keeps scoring.
Yeah.
It's like he's scoring and you just doing the zigzag trying to keep up. You do one wrong.
Oh, so you know what's up.
Yeah. Come on now.
Hit him with the long form spin move. Go all the way around the dude.
You can't touch Bo. He could zigzag up and down. You could run the clock out. Yeah. For the whole quarter.
I used to use Walter Payton a lot.
Oh, damn.
And be just like, you hit somebody and just keep running.
That's gangster.
I might have to play that.
Yeah, old games. I'm about to get this Super Nintendo I got fixed. I got like NBA Jam, Mario. I got NCAA 1999 basketball. Like I got some fire joints. Like
Do you remember
old
Coach
games
K's
of-
college basketball?
I do not remember
Oh, you know,
Coach
that was
K's
definitely
college
before your
basketball
time.
for sure.
Matter of fact, what year did that come out?
Probably 92.
Oh, speaking of basketball, next track is Halftime.
But what I was saying was I used to not understand it, and the shit used to be annoying. Like when niggas be in school talking about like hooping on 2K and stuff, I would just be like what else do y'all do? Like
1995
I was close.
with the isometric view. That
Oh wow. Okay, that's the one that changed it. Hold on, let me see it. Oh nah, I didn't have this one. I didn't have that one.
Yeah, go ahead. What you saying?
But yeah, it was that I never. The things the dudes did in high school, I did like the opposite. Only thing I did that most people did was like play AAU, and I didn't even think that most people did. Only thing I did that was
I wasn't good enough.
I guess I was put in the athlete category, so I didn't do nothing that the other athletes did. If that makes sense, I didn't really do shit. I played basketball, listened to my music. I ain't really talking to nobody because niggas was talking about shit I didn't care about.
What did I do?
Or shit that
I think I started rapping, but not seriously.
I was all about music.
I was definitely doing music, but not the way I
I wasn't making music. I just loved it. It was just anything music related was
I was definitely
my
playing,
shit.
I was playing video games and going to the court. That was about it.
I was only video game that I never got tired of, but I recently started to get tired of was Grand Theft Auto. And the only reason I wouldn't get tired of it was because I could customize cars.
I feel that.
I'm the dude that plays GTA 5 and doesn't pull out a gun.
I
for like
got
a
tired
solid
of
40 minutes.
GTA 3 after like 45 minutes.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 3 was kind of trash. San Andreas is the one that kept me intrigued because those cars had hydraulics. And you could like change the paint color and stuff. You could customize cars. And you could play basketball in that one.
Have you ever played the first one?
The first Grand Theft Auto with the overtop view? No.
Yeah.
I
I think Grand Theft Auto 2 is like that as well.
The first few are like that.
Those were, yeah, but 3 was like the one that was 3D. That was like the first 3D one. It was a big departure.
No, because it was like Grand Theft Auto, then like Grand Theft Auto 2, then it was like Grand Theft Auto London, which was like overtop. But that was like on a handheld, I think. I think it was like
probably.
Game Boy or some shit.
I never played that one. But yeah, that was like my friend put me onto that one. I was like, yo, this is tight. And that was you just get hella weapons, just spray everything. Mm-hmm. But then GTA 3, I would just like get a hammer and like
doink.
Just wait for like a cop to walk by or something. And just weird. And I was like, this is dumb. I have better things to do. Yeah. Than assault people in a video game.
See, I was of a different age at that point.
Oh,
I was a child. So it was like, ha hammer. Ha hammer.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun for like 30 minutes. And then the last 15, I was like...
It never got old because I was too young. You feel me? It's like these kids can just run in circles for 3 hours and not play a game specifically. That was me. I can hit you with a hammer and not have to stop. Hell yeah. But then it got to... And I used to try the driving games. Driving games was really like my shit. But then like... They wouldn't let me just drive. That's what pissed me off. It always had to be a race. Like, I was like, why can't I just drive the nice cars? Like, why can't I just...
But why would you want to just do that? I mean, there's practice mode, wasn't there?
Yeah, but even that was a race.
On infinity laps and just...
No, bro, I want to drive around the city.
Yeah, but...
I want to drive... Like, that's why Midnight Club changed my life. Because I could really, like... I didn't have to start the race until I hit the button to start the race. Like, I could just drive around San Diego, hit the highway, swerving around cars. It was like real life to me. Like, that's races, hilarious. It's like it's a bunch of other people doing the same thing as me. It's kind of boring.
Yeah, except there's one thing that you can do that they're not doing.
Which is win?
Yeah.
Winning is, like, what is winning to me? What is winning?
It's a demonstration of the work you put in.
I prefer the term success because winning to me makes it feel like there has to be a loser. You know what I mean? And there doesn't have to be a loser to success. Because winning is win, lose. There's a winner, there's a loser. I guess that's why competition isn't like appealing to me because it's like
That's interesting.
if we both can go at it hard and then like we don't count the score, it's just like, yo, Shorty's like he like y'all both win at it, but he looks a little bit better. And at that like there's no like, yo, he scored more points, he wins, you lose. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to describe it, but like that's what took the fun out of stuff for me when it became like you have to win or you lose. Like when it wasn't just like we trying hard because we just enjoying ourselves. Like that's why practice was fun to me, more fun than the game, because it was like we're going at it and we're having fun, but at the end of it, it don't count. So we can just like we can shake hands and still be cool.
Yeah, I feel you, and I definitely enjoy going at it and just enjoying myself in the court. And also, winning is more fun than not winning.
Winning is definitely more fun than not winning.
Yes.
But for me, I guess the winning was it didn't add pressure. It made me feel like I had to like be mean in a sense. It made me feel like I had to like get angry so I could like beat you. And I don't like have like I don't if I beat you, I beat you. But like I don't like that extreme competitiveness. Like it's a lot.
No?
Not really. I guess that's why I like music more than I like sports now. Because in music you compete, but it's not like there's a winner and a loser unless you're at an award show. And even then, it's not even like there's a winner and a loser.
That's interesting. I mean,
like in basketball, it's like every year, they won. The rest of y'all niggas suck.
I mean, yeah, but it's like it's it's a measure though, right?
It is a measure. And I was having this conversation last night with somebody about what motivates people. Like, because there's a thin...
Go ahead.
There's a... You're about to interrupt shit. I appreciate your restraint. There's a thin line between, like, motivating yourself from a failure and then bashing yourself from your failure. And I think some people can stay on, like, the Kobes of the world, the LeBrons, the Michael Jordans of the world, like, people with that type of mentality, maybe not to that extreme, but, like, of that killer mentality in a sense of, like, I don't like losing, I want to win because I don't like losing. They can take that motivation from, like, they can take that L and go home and, like, sit with it and, like, it'll motivate them because they don't like that feeling. Yeah. But then there's some people where it's, like, we lost, I try hard, it's all good. But then it's like, loss. You keep telling them, like, no, you gotta win. Like, that shit fucks with them. It's like, they start to go back with the loss, and instead of it motivating them, they just keep thinking about their losses.
So, yeah. Like, it's interesting, because I understand what you're saying, and I feel like what you're describing is, like, overlapping the pocket, right? Because if you listen to anybody talk about, you know, winning a lot or greatness or championships, stuff like that, or in a lot of cases, like, you have a goal and everything's about that goal and you get it and then you're just like, what the fuck? So it's part of the reason why people say, you know, it's about the journey, not the destination. Because when you get there, like, you're there and it's done.
Yeah.
And so, like, it's if winning is all that motivates you, just like if money is all that motivates you, then you're always going to just feel terrible because you can never, like, win enough. You can never have enough money, right? That's
kind of how, and I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm going to do it. Yeah, I don't mean to, but I'm going to do it. I put Kobe in the wrong category then. Because Kobe, I would put in the category of, like, he's not of, like, I have to win because I don't want to lose. His was more so like I have to improve myself to the point of
right, and that's what I was getting to, right? Because ultimately, what he's like, he said, you know, you there's lessons you can take from wins and losses. Yeah. So after every game, it's like, okay, what can I do better? What can I do better? And it's like it's more about the individual pursuit of excellence, or like he said, I want to be known as somebody who took their potential and then surpassed it, right? So it really has nothing to do with winning specifically or like being better than the other person. It's like even Mike said that. He was like, I'm competing with myself. When I go out there, it's like me saying, can I get 8 points a quarter has nothing to do with who's guarding me. It's, can I get 8 points a quarter? It don't matter what else is going on. And like, that's how, you know, people that achieve greatness, because it really isn't about, you know, winning in the adversarial sense. It's about winning in terms of self-mastery and self-control. Mm-hmm. And so like and so it when you do get a victory, it's like it's a mark on the wall. It's like it's a validation of the work you put in. But like at the same time though, you can't be working for the validation. So it's a little bit of like a paradox, because if you're working just for the validation, to your point, when you don't get it, you end up getting depressed. Yeah. But you know, having the validation along the way is cool. It's a reminder you're making progress. Just like, you know, as you grow as a person and become more disciplined, whatever, you're going to end up more money in the bank, more responsible. Yeah, that's fine. But like, if you're doing it just for the measure, you know, in some ways you're kind of psycho. But when you're doing it to just see how far you can take yourself, then it's hard not to be grateful for every moment. It's hard not to end up like, you know, Kobe just grinding all the time, because it's like, I see how far working this hard has taken me, and I know there's still more that I have to give. So how much more can I give to this, and how much farther can I go? You know, it's just like, I definitely feel what you're saying. It's one of those, like I said, it's super paradoxical, because you kind of have to, if you don't have that complete understanding, mm-hmm. then you're gonna just defeat yourself, like you're saying, and just be mad, and that's not a good place to be in.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I was saying. So I don't even remember what the initial.
We was talking about racing games, how you didn't like the racing games because you wanted to just drive around the city and enjoy yourself. But even then, like tuning a car, right? Yeah. It's like you go tune the car, and one way to compare how good your tuning is like how comfortable is the ride relative to something else, or like, you know, we hit a quarter mile, you know, did I get past this person? But you know, if you're working on it, you're like, oh yeah, you know, another half a turn here, or, you know, let's change the spark plugs, blah blah blah.
Oh man,
there's that.
I was just mad self-centered as a child. Now that I think about it, because I used to ride around the city, and I remember if you did donuts, people would form around you and cheer. So I used to ride around the city, look for big crowds of people, and start doing donuts.
That's hilarious. And you know, it's funny. Gran Turismo is how I learned how to drive.
That's interesting. You had one of those things.
No, and that's what the kicker is. So you know, in the first Gran Turismo, you had to earn licenses. Really? Yeah, like Gran Turismo 1 on PlayStation.
See, that's fire.
Even Gran Turismo
2. That's a video game. That's a good game.
Yeah, it was. Like I remember you know me, we talked about before, where like in RPGs, instead of using all my skill points, so I had like a Class B car. You know, it's A, B, something else, and then like the S and Super, whatever. So I had a Civic hatchback, and I was racing cars that like I had no business racing, because I was nice with it, and B, I had souped it up. So I'm just trying to see how far I can take this Reke joint to compete with everybody else. But like,
that's how I used to be. I would not like. I hated spending money, because I hated seeing money leave my account. Like whenever I play, even now, like whenever I played a video game, like even with Saints Row, San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto. Yeah. Whenever I play that game, like I didn't buy shit until I beat the game. If that like.
No, I feel you.
I didn't buy shit. And I would have like millions just chilling. I ain't buy shit. I stole cars. I won cars. Yeah. If I needed a gun, I would go pick one up and then just have it in the inventory. And if I need to reload it, I would go reload it at the shop. Like, mad practical. Cheap ass. And like when it comes to games, like, I guess, yeah. Like when it came to being like video games and stuff, one, I want to complete it. I like completing games. It's not necessarily about winning.
Yeah, I like story games.
Yeah, I love story games. I like to complete the game because I like the storyline. And then when I'm done with it, it's San Andreas, where it's cool, where it's like after it's done, you can just keep milling about the city, and there's still extra shit to do. Or like Saints Row, how it used to be, where if you beat it,
random stuff,
which was my shit. Like Saints Row 1 and Saints Row 2 was my shit. Saints Row 3 kind of got a little
like cartoony.
Yeah, because it was a gang that was like merchandising themselves, but it was like we still commit crimes, but we have energy drinks for sale, and
they tried to come out with Crip Soda, but it ain't. I gotta watch that show.
I wonder what that would taste like.
The Killer Mike joint.
I wonder what Crip Soda would taste like.
Like blood.
Crip Soda probably tastes like cola.
It's blue cola. That'd be weird. I don't think I like that.
It's blue.
What was I saying?
Blueberry, raspberry cola.
One I can see that. But one of the things I'm good at is like translating things in like 3-dimensional space.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, like I'm watching how the car goes around a curve, given like how much input I'm giving to the sticks. So when I get in a car, it's like how much is the car going around the curve? Because I'm thinking of stuff in terms of principles as opposed to like what's actually going on.
I feel
and
that.
so when I got in a car, I could drive. Even like my homeboy, shout out to Gene. When I taught myself how to drive manual, but like in concept. It's like I knew how to do it, but I never been in a manual. And he had his car like it took him mad long to learn. I was like, yeah, let me try to drive. Got in the car, drove home. He was so mad. Matter of fact, he's the same dude who spiked me, who tried to spike me when I told you the other day during indoor track, and I was like doing better than I ever had, and I was like passing folks. He looked over his shoulder. He jumps in front of me, like over a lane to get in front of me and tries to spike me. So I slow down. I was like,
This
bro,
your homie still?
we, I mean, we ain't talked for a little while, but
No, I'm saying y'all homies now.
yeah,
Oh wow. That's
like years later. Yeah, we're still
beautiful.
cool.
That's beautiful. You grew
Nah,
past
still.
that. You can't
I
try to.
could have had me a win though,
You can't try to spike me.
bro.
And we good. That's another thing.
He said, hold on before
Hold
you
up.
go.
That's
He said,
another thing.
One time he was in the 55 meter and he got smoked. He just stopped running and walked off the track.
See, that's a sore loser right there. That's just a sore loser. I don't know if it's sore loser or if it's is there even a point for me to finish this race? Like that's the funny line between that. I don't know.
Oh
if
God,
it's,
that's funny.
am I a sore loser or is there even a point for me to finish this race? But that's another point about like why competing got weird. Cause I had a friend, my larger friend, Jared. Shout out to you, Jared. Big bastard. But he's not really a bastard. He got a dad. His dad is actually really cool. But he plays football.
Yeah.
He's the one that's trying to go to the league right now. Up in there working out. Shout out to my man. He's gonna make it. Somebody need to pick him up. He's a mammoth human being. Like literally just a mammoth.
I know some.
It's big. But he used to play basketball in high school because he was one of those dudes that thought he was about to be a tri-sport athlete,
Yeah.
but then he got big, so it became a singular sport athlete. Because he used to play golf and he played basketball.
I thought you were about to say baseball. Golf threw me for a loop. Okay.
Definitely used to play golf, play baseball, and play football. And golf fell off because he lost his touch because playing football.
Yeah.
Basketball fell off because even though he'd be the biggest dude on the court, 2-inch vertical. 2-inch vertical. No ups.
Like
No ups at all.
what's that man's name? Earthquake? No, Baby Shaq.
Yes, exactly like Baby Shaq. Except at least Baby Shaq. No,
I've never
of
seen him
Escalade.
jump.
I'm thinking of Escalade.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of too.
Escalade could dunk though.
Oh. Then
Surprisingly,
Baby Shaq.
there's a video of Escalade dunking.
Okay.
Big 400-pounder throwing behind the back passes, and he got in the paint once and yeah, it was crazy. I thought he was about to rip the whole thing down, not off strength, off weight, but yeah, played sports, whatever, and he used to play for St. John's. I played at McNamara, and like every time we played, I just couldn't take the game serious. Cause mind you, he's coming over my house after the game, so we can just
Really, that's so
crack it up.
funny. Like me and my homeboy used to play ball. Like I was trying to cook him, because like I knew he was better than me. So like me beating him would be an accomplishment. But even then, like folks that I know, like I don't want you to ever say that you can beat me in anything.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't.
That's
If you can beat me, then you can beat me. I don't like it when I whoop this nigga. Okay.
Matter of fact, I got another Gene story. One time we had NBA Live. We playing, and for me, it's like, it's not fun if I'm just watching you.
Yeah.
So I'm like, sandbagging a little bit. And then I think he ended up winning that game. Started talking shit. I'm like, all right, cool, let's run it back. Beat him by 30. He cut the shit off, kicked me out of his house. Now I'm like, my thing is like, just don't talk shit. I don't, like, just don't talk shit.
That is funny. Did I have any friends like that? Nah. I used to just get washed in all games. Like I was the one that was like, let's go outside though. Like we could play for real. If we play for real, I bet you ain't gonna go like that.
Yeah,
that was me.
When we played in real life, it was more competitive.
It was less competitive because I was just more athletic than most of my friends, except for like 3.
Yeah.
Where we were either equal or they was above me until high school. But yeah.
That's funny. The other thing though, like I just realized though, even playing outside, I was always afraid that if I was like watching people too much, they wouldn't want to play with me anymore.
I never had that worry.
And so sometimes like I just You know?
See, I never had that worry because I knew everybody could watch me in all video games.
Oh yeah, no.
Every video game. It didn't matter. Only video game I liked playing in front of people was Grand Theft Auto because I was like, we just play until one of us died and we pass the sticks.
Huh.
And
Yeah, that's mad long.
for me, everybody else, wow, they just go start shooting, then cops kill them.
Yeah,
I'm hopping in the whip. I'm customizing that jump. We taking a scenic view, baby. Like, what's
funny.
up? I'm only getting in fights. I ain't shooting nobody. What's up?
Yeah.
Throwing punches. And after I knock you out, I'm dipping. Like, they used to be the ones that just spray in the middle of the intersection and try to barricade themselves around cars.
Yeah,
and
see
then,
how long you can last.
and see how long you can last until the
chopper starts showing up.
FBI just shoots the one rocket into you in between all the cars, and all the cars explode at the same time. And you like, dang, I thought that was gonna work. You are around flammability. Like, you just surrounded yourself with flammability, and they got all firepower back there.
That's good.
What's going on?
This conversation is like, it's kind of wild because I just realized that even as competitive as I can be, like if you know I'm better than you at something, I'll let you win. I'm okay with you winning sometimes. Like, I'll let you win, but like until we get to the point where you know that I'm better than you at it, I'll never let you win.
No, facts. And
at that point, I'm like, all right, whatever, you can have this game. Like, I don't like I'll play you left-handed and only shoot jumpers from the free throw line just cause.
No, that's
like
facts.
yeah,
that's how I became. I used to.
That's why I don't play my nephew anymore.
Smart man. You gotta know when to step off. When I hit my father, the AI crossover, and he almost fell. That was the last game we played. I don't even think I shot the ball. I just hit him with it. And he was like, "Oh shit,
I'm out."
Yeah, he was like, "Okay."
Your mom's cooking dinner.
Yeah, he's like, "I'm about to go inside real quick." I was like,
like the baptism scene of dunk, he was out.
Mm-hmm. Seen the dunk, he was like, "Ooh, that was nice."
That's funny.
Catch you at the crib.
That's super funny.
It's like, nah. But let's get back to this music because this is what we came here for. Is this even what we came here for anymore? It's like, no.
It's a good conversation starter. Halftime.
It is definitely a good conversation starter. Track 5, we at halftime. And middle of the track, too.
Oh, true. Actually, that's funny.
Ha-ha.
This is the first time I even thought of that.
Dow bow.
It's so funny, like
it's so old school.
The Christmas bells, like the sleigh bells.
Yeah,
you know,
kind of throw me off a little
bit. But back then it's like, yo, this is hard, and then now it's just like, yo, there's sleigh bells in this record. Yeah, this is like,
every time I hear it, I just want to go, it's Christmas time in Holla's Queen. Like, every time I hear those bells, I just want to yell out. Yeah, but first 10, mad old school. Like, it just sounds like Curtis Blow.
It probably sounds more dated than the other 4 records.
For sure. It's just bass, bells, like a piano, and some dude saying, yeah. This was like a basement rap song in 93. But let's keep it going. Before me. This is blue or white for me. That was dope. Cause they ain't hit the thing.
All right, nice little save. Go ahead, serve it up. I'm not
I'm
mad.
trying to think. Is it blue or is it white? Cause it's not bad. Like, it doesn't. It's not like it's
but if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. I mean.
Yeah. Just think.
It's just we just going off the first 20 at most.
First 20.
Respect.
First 20 is reminding
sleigh
me
bells are hilarious though.
Yeah, the first 20 is reminding me too much of like every song I heard from this decade.
Really?
That was just generic.
Okay.
Like every generic rap
That's
song.
you know what's so funny, like 15, 20 years from now, listening to all the stuff that's out now. Cause I think things sound more similar now than ever before just because someone steps outside the box and it works. And all of a sudden, we're going to do that! Make a new box! And it's like, let's go over here. A new box! And then it's just thousands of songs that all sound the same. It's like, yo, you can't rap, fam. You're just copying.
Yeah.
Like, do something original maybe once.
No creativity behind it. It's just...
Sucks.
Oh, I saw what you did, so I'm gonna... And that's... Yeah.
I call it I can do it too music.
Yeah.
That's it. I can do that too. Okay, but like, do you care? Like,
Yeah.
are you an artist? Do you have anything to actually say? Have you ever sold a brick or bought jewelry?
I don't even
Have
know.
you ever driven a car, let alone like a Benz or a Bentley?
Niggas don't even be knowing what bricks look like for real.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't. It's just too much. Track 6, Memory Lane. I do remember this is one of my favorite joints.
Hard.
What?
It's a brick. Why is it not hard? Alright, I like how that came in. I like that.
The joint hard. I could always say.
Is it a chord progression?
What?
Like whatever that in the background.
The. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's just harmonizing. That's why I keep telling you, like.
No, it wasn't that. It was an actual instrument. It was an
alright.
instrument. Should we
Yeah,
have headphones on? Run that thing back.
All right, we can do that.
What is it? That like that. And then this. I rap for
This is the organ.
Oh. I rap for
So actually, there's a 2-part organ. So I don't know if you heard the low part. It was like doom, doom, doom. So that was directing the chord progression, and then with the right hand was playing the melody.
I feel that.
Got a 2-handed. Yeah, it's one of my favorite joints. I made so many
I rap
like
for listeners.
smoke mixes when I was in high school, and they were the best too. Everyone was like, "Yo, I love like when you put the songs in order." Like, I know.
It's like, yo, man, I was mad lifted listening.
Not even. I made them all sober. But like, what
Not-
I would do
no, I'm
was
saying,
though, I would like.
people would come to you back and be like, bro, when I listened to your joint last night, I was mad lifted and I was just in my zone, bro.
I don't know if I had that one, but I definitely
I
got
don't think
props.
anybody talked like that back then.
Probably not. I mean,
Maybe like
I was in high school making these mixes, but I would take the last 10 seconds of a song, listen to it, and let it play into the next song. And if it worked, then I would leave it. If it didn't, I would change the order. And because obviously, if you have songs of a given theme, like Smoking, then they're all gonna fit together somehow.
Yeah.
And then you just let them tell you what order to put them in. And that's why I get so confused when people can't put together a playlist, because it's like, bro, the songs will tell you what songs to put them next to.
Songs do it for you.
You know.
Only thing that makes it tricky is when you're just picking random songs. Then that's when
probably.
it gets tricky, because then you gotta play with tempos. Well, you
True.
don't have to, but it helps.
But I'll say I figure the order would still be informed by
Oh yeah,
like
the
just
order is definitely
listening to the end and the beginning.
In the beginning and what the song is about specifically, not
Also
like
true.
generally, because it's like, all right, if a bunch of songs about weed, yeah, but it could be like, I'm high because of such, you know, feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, layers, levels. I like that. I like that one. I wasn't bad. I was not bad at all. Track 7. One love, one love,
Featuring
one love,
Q-Tip.
one love, one love.
You know that's why T.I. is T.I.
Cause Tip.
Yeah, he was originally Tip. That was his street name, and then they were like, "Now there's already Q-Tip," so he became T.I. So like his people call him Tip, kind of like what
It just shows you the genius and the stupidity of Atlanta at the same time. I'm gonna just take the P off.
like Lorena Bobbitt.
Exactly. It's like, it's genius because it's a dope name, but it's like it makes you question, like, was there thought put into that, or
maybe they called him T.I.P. or something. I don't know. Like when he's trying to be authoritative. You know, like people, yeah, what up, Tip? Like, hey, T.I.P.'s in the building. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like,
it's T.I.P. Yeah, that's probably, yeah. So it's like, you know, T.I. sound dope too, but let's I had a real question for T.I. Like, why they call him Tip? I'm hoping it's because he was at the tip of the game.
I don't know.
I'm hoping because that's the only thing that makes sense.
Because the tip of a knife is the sharpest point.
But he like guns.
But he also likes metaphors and stuff.
He does.
I guess
but
he did like reading in jail though, so who knows?
All I'm saying is, at the Trap Museum, there's literally a room dedicated to T.I.'s guns.
Mm.
Like, it's like all of these were owned by T.I. Like,
That's wild.
And it's like a wall.
Yeah, Ricardo said that like he didn't really like the Trap Museum. I feel like it was just sending like the wrong.
It definitely was, because there's a whole ass. I don't know because I've never been, but I know parts of it look crazy.
Yeah, there's like I know there's like a coffee
kitchen.
table with all this kind of stuff broken down on it, and people sitting there rolling up and doing all kinds of shit, like a whole bricks and stuff just there.
There's a kitchen with literally where you can whip. Like, they have one of those where you can come up and like fake whip the shits.
One of my homeboys, like, we were talking about it one day. I forget what we were talking about, but he's like, yeah, yo, you just take this, that, and put that together with this. I'm like, what? Because I think I might even ask him something about some music or whatever. But he was like, yeah, you just get such and such with a mason jar and da 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 da. And I was like, why do you know this? And then he explained to me why, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. But then also, like, it informed so much of, like, my understanding of the music after that point, because, like, oh, that's why they use Pyrex and, like, such and such, because there's a process. And then it's like, make other random references. You're like, okay, I know, I'm picking up what you're putting down. I got this.
Yeah.
Call me
it's always fun when you're in depth.
A street paleontologist. Yeah. All right, so you already get this one? Yeah, you did.
I ain't even,
One Love.
One
Track
Love.
7.
Let's see, tell me. This is funny. This sounds like one of my friend's beats. Or at least the way he does, maybe the way he makes beats. Which makes a lot of sense because he really likes old school rap. Like, he's really like a big,
boom bap.
Yeah, he's a boom bap dude. Real big on Dilla. Real big on like
Primo,
yeah. Like, that's his shit. Tribe Called Quest, like all that.
That's a Q-Tip beat. That's Tribe.
Yeah. Like, because I'm sitting there listening to how the drums go, and I've heard the drums in his beats like do that exact same thing in a sense. So that's funny listening to that. Being said, it still sounds dated. I mean, it is. It's a 26-year-old song. It's gonna sound dated. But I like it, cause what I was getting at was, for this time, playing with drum loops or like weird drum patterns.
Mm.
I feel like that wasn't done often. Like, I feel like
probably not. That makes me feel like we should do Return 36 Chambers.
Like, I feel like that was the boom.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 and you like, or whatever loop you had, it just looped out. Like, you just looped it for the whole song. That one, it did it for a little while, and then it had like a stop where it was just drum, snare, and then like it just, funky, where you ain't know what it was going for a second. It was like, okay, that's cutting edge. Let's go for Nate 10 then. You see what I'm talking about? Like that, where like they dropped out the kick and then the snare was like a little bit earlier. Mm-hmm. Okay.
The bass about to come in. They got the good jazz bass on that track.
What up, kid?
Yeah, I forgot that this was like him writing a letter home from jail.
One love. One time. One love. I'm blue on it, to be honest. It's not bad, but it don't evoke no emotion.
So then, like, it makes me wonder, like, what do people listen to? Like, 'cause this is a super smoke song, right? Mm-hmm. But like,
what do people listen to now when they smoke?
Yeah,
zombie shit.
Yeah, but that's like Xan music.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even want to have this conversation. All right.
It's sad. No, I've been in the hot boxes, man.
I honestly don't even want to go there. It's gonna make me depressed.
Well, I'm gonna go there. You don't have to say a word. I'm gonna tell you because I've been there. It sucks.
This is the part where it just zooms in. It's just you.
This is just me. Mm-hmm. It sucks. Sessions nowadays, if it's not somebody in the car that like actually likes more than one genre of music, it's very similar. The same beat, Like the same drum loops, same drum patterns, same instruments, like same selected VST instrument sounds. Maybe different chords and maybe like whatever the melody is might be a different instrument, but it's like same shit. Somebody with a mad auto-tuned out voice is like crooning. I don't like just making sounds, or it's a nigga that's like off 2 perks and 3 Xans that's like low voice, just like I hit up the flow and I hit up the flow, whipping that bitches, and it's just like, but the 808s hit so hard that when niggas are high, they're like, this shit going, like, bro, this shit crazy. It's like, no, it's not. The 808 is just rocking your chest right now, and you're so high that you think that has to do with the music. No, you don't feel this. You don't know what's going on in the song. The dude writing the song doesn't even know what's going on in the song. He don't know what's going on in the studio. He popped them pills, and he's just moving around now. He ended up in front of a mic, and now he's in bed. Like that's how his day went. It's amazing. That's why, for me, if you with me, yeah, you might get one of them joints, but then it's gonna be some Marvin Gaye randomly, and then it's just gonna be dead quiet. And then you gotta sit there and listen to the music.
Some Roy Ayers, some Labi Siffre.
I think I'm playing.
I know you're not.
I for sure got Roy Ayers rocking once, and I had niggas look at me like, "Hey, you trying to play it like that?" Nope.
I know it's true.
Cause I'll be like, to me, the music you listen to is like the energy you put in your body. Like I take that shit seriously now. Like
you are what you eat, and that includes
really
media.
What you eat. No, like facts. I really am starting to take that shit seriously, and that's what shifted the music that I was listening to a lot, because I was listening to a lot of trap shit, and I was just mad all the damn time, and I didn't know I was mad, so I shifted it, and I started feeling better, started thinking more. So I be telling niggas like, I know you might not be violent, I know you might not be trying to get in the drug game and whatnot, but like, you just putting this like, this don't make you like, you don't feel like a zombie after 10 minutes. Like now when I listen to that shit, I can listen to one song at a time. Like I have to cut it up with something else in between, unless I'm like in a party mood where like, you know, we dance and we have like, and it's everyone my age, so it's like, all right, we lit, whatever, we lit. Unless it's that, you can give me one Roddy Ricch and then I gotta go to Pharrell, or I gotta go to Beck, or I gotta go something else. Like I can't just go Roddy the Baby.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, we've been talking too long.
Dang it. It'll turn back. Oh. Okay, cool.
The scream of the African. Yes. But yeah. Like for me, it like I have to break it up. Because I will just be. It's like same thing with dudes that just sit there and just smoke J's all day. Like all you need is one. Niggas would just be rolling and rolling, just smoke. They just be sitting there just like zombies. Like, if you even gonna be smoking, all you need is one.
That's the other thing they did in high school. It's like, oh, it's your 18th birthday, everybody smoke 18 L's. Like,
why?
Yo,
why?
First of all,
after 4, we all gonna be sitting there, eyes closed. Like,
I mean, it was like 11 people, but it's like, you know how long it's gonna take to do that? Like, why don't want to do anything else productive?
And
ever?
don't be the slow rollers. They gotta stop and have conversation. Why they ain't gonna like the shit till midnight? It ain't even my birthday no more.
Yeah, man. Listen, and so this goes back to my earlier point. Why I don't get why people are so pressed about reliving their high school and college lives. Like, yes, it was fun at the time. It seemed like the thing to do at the time. But like now, no. There's so much world to see.
It's no. It's not that it's more fun. It's that it's less responsibility. Cause you can't.
But that's free. That's the price of freedom.
Yes, money is given, freedom is earned. But how many people really out here trying to earn some shit?
Exactly. But like the price of freedom is responsibility. So like, don't you want to make your? But I think it's accountability. People don't want to live and die by their own choices. I'd be mad like if I can't make a choice for which I have the privilege of receiving the consequence, I get frustrated. Yeah. So like, don't put me in charge.
That's how I feel.
And then like, don't give me authority. Like if I'm in charge, then like let me make the decision. That's like, if I have an L, I'll take the L.
That's like my biggest gripe with like people ahead of me, or like people that are like my elders. You know what I mean? Like,
what?
Like, don't tell me like, oh, it's on you, but then like try to run me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, don't give me the Tyler Creator said it, don't give me the unplugged controller to make me feel good. Like, don't like if you gonna let me take over, let me fucking take over.
Yeah.
And if this shit, like, let me take over, not just like, all right,
yeah,
cool.
But people, like we said before, though, like people that don't have a high level of accountability and haven't not achieved things, don't really understand that process, so they can't do it. But if you are someone that has, it's easier for you to do so because you can give someone a kind of bounded area within which they can succeed or fail, and it's not going to be the end of the world. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like once you achieve a certain level, then you understand. It's you have an easier time discerning what amount of responsibility a person can reasonably handle, and what level is enough that stretches them just a little bit so they can learn and feel like they're doing something, but not so much that they're gonna crush themselves. And that's like, I mean, I'm still learning that myself. So
I mean, yeah, and it's all about balance at the end of the day. Everything comes back down to balance. But yeah, blue. Where we at? Track 8. One time for your mind. Yeah. All right, I like it. I like it so far.
It makes me want to rap. It's like all I think of is like when you are with some somewhat productive folks, and the beat comes on after somebody done smoked, and then everybody's just like, yo, I'm about to spit some bars, and it don't even be nothing, just be like 4 bars, and it's next person's time, like a real cipher.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's how they all start. It's the one trash dude that got supreme confidence. Mm-hmm. Yo, I got it in my heart right now. No, you don't.
I got like
you thought it. You
17 junkies on the corner and 13 monkeys. I tried to warn you.
Yo, I'm in the whip. That's how it always start. Yo,
you're right.
We in the room, me and my dudes, and they be like, I'm not even high no more, bro. Like,
that's hilarious.
Just killed my whole mood. I'm going back to my room.
All right, what you gonna give this one?
I got another 10 to give it. First though, well, I don't have to give it another 10. I like it.
I mean, you can put the green. We can do both. I'm just.
I like it.
All right.
I like it.
Oh, I forgot I turned this up. I was wondering why I sounded all peaky. All right.
I ain't even mad at you.
Those are like the ill crowd. What's it called? Crowd involvement courses. Like one time for your mind, one time.
One time for your mind, one time. Yep. And it's be that one girl whose voice is louder than everybody. One time for your mind, one time. You're like, who auntie is that gonna be? No, she gonna pull up.
Somebody badass. You gave it a green?
I gave it a green. I like it. I like it. 4 count. That 4 count in the beginning. Okay. So did he beat Pharrell to the 4 count? Is it the Nas 4 count?
You're hilarious. All right, track 9. Represent. I had a song named Represent.
I think everybody felt like I think everybody wanted a song about representing at some point.
Have I ever shown you my old music video?
No. I don't think you want to show it to me either. I'm gonna kill you. I'm literally gonna kill you. It don't even matter what it's about.
Yo, that's hilarious.
I like this though. I'm rocking with this about. Hey,
hey,
what is this?
My bad.
Nah, you Gucci. I like that. I like the
good
tempo.
posse cut.
I like the tempo, and I like what they sampled. I like the tempo, and I like what they sampled. So I'm with it so far. Let's go another 10. Well, another 7. I'll give it a 7.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
I forgot who else sampled that beat.
He came in mean too.
That's what I'm saying. That's 90s hip hop. Like if you're not killing it for real.
The reason I like One Time for Your Mind is because that beat just sounds like a nigga about to spit like some, like he about to say something that's just gonna have you just like,
yeah.
Not even like the face, like ooh, like it's like he's blowing smoke at your face, and you're just like, ooh, like gosh.
In the wind tunnel.
And he's like, come on, bro, like my eyes, like
Right.
it's burning at this point.
Right.
That also, it's one of them beats that just feels like I don't know, like there's certain, and it's weird.
Yeah, when you find a pocket, like when you find the pocket, like it's there forever.
True, but what I was about to say is
don't put me.
Shut up. What I was about to say was, even though what I was about to say was, if I was ever so rudely interrupted by myself, was it's certain beats that like there's nothing really special about it in per se. Like it's a good beat, but it's like it's not like it's a crazy like.
Yo, we're not sitting that still. You got to hit it with the yell, whatever. Go ahead.
Ha!
I'll hit the button. Say what you're saying.
Ha! What was I saying? Oh yeah, what was I saying? Oh, who you hit the button and it started going right back down? That's just God saying, get out, go home.
Just about.
But it's like certain beats you just get they just feel right.
Yeah.
And I understand that maybe not from from an artist perspective, because same thing when you be listening to beats, it'd be something that you just listen to and you just hear it and it's like, okay, yeah, that's the one. Like listening to that, it sounds like that was one of those beats. Like they was just chilling and it wasn't even nothing like a special joint. He was just like, I got something for this. I got something for this.
All right.
Like after they already did like 6 songs and it was like, all right, let me just sit. We in here. Let's just keep listening. Let's see what you niggas got. And heard this one. It was like, you know what? I got something for this. And they end up killing it. And it's called Represent. Which
Respect.
is perfect because it sounds like you represent. And he got niggas on the represent.
That good posse cut. All right, so what you giving it? You ain't giving none yet. There's like 8 there. I counted.
Represent number 9.
Yep.
I'll take a green with it. Because the way Nas came in, just that got me excited. Pause.
Track 10. It ain't hard to tell.
It ain't hard to tell at all. Not at all. Yeah, that sample was crazy.
If I'm not mistaken, that was Pete Rock.
That is crazy. Like,
oh no, that was Large Pro.
Oh man, yeah, that yeah. And Primo did Represent. But that was crazy. That the way that that's crazy. And then
yeah, so that's back when like, you know, sampling was, I don't want to say it's more of an art form, but you know that's multiple records layered together, multiple samples layered together.
Nah, I'm sure. Like that was back when like around the time of like when dudes like working on an album was like a manual thing. It wasn't like you just plug in the Pro Tools and then you got stems or like or you just on your DAW. Like it was like
tape.
Yeah. And it was like if you want to do something to the tape, you got to do something to the tape.
Yo,
they was telling us about that in school because, like I said, one of my professors used to travel with Def Leppard or some huge band. Like when they was on the European tour, he used to travel with them, and he was telling us stories about like having to do live recordings for them in the dark ages of audio engineering, and how like they like tape is only like 24 tracks or something like that, or like you can only get up to 24
like
tracks
bounce
on
stuff
tape.
And then
yeah. So like when they was like doing all the extra stuff, and the example they gave us was Bohemian Rhapsody, because that song was like 200 something tracks.
Yeah.
So they was like, when they was recording that, like it was like literally like you had to be extremely precise. And they would not record it until you were ready to record. Like if whatever part you was doing, like they didn't want to put it on the tape yet until it was ready to be done, because it was like
you got one chance, basically.
You got one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. Like that's how they was feeling.
Yeah.
And he was telling us once like how something happened in some tape where like there was like a dead space or like a screech in the recording.
Yeah, need to cut it out.
Had to literally cut it out
together.
and tape it back together. And he was like, that's just literally like surgery. Like, I'm using a razor blade. I'm rubbing alcohol on it. I'm trying to seam it together. Like, I was like, yeah, fuck this shit. It's not that deep. Only to be yelled at. I mean,
be yelled at? What you mean?
I'm talking about the job. Like, I'm saying engineers go above and beyond. Yeah. Only for a nigga to yell at him because the electricity, something happened that he has no control over.
Dedication to the
bro,
craft.
get my fucking session right, bro.
That's just
nigga, I just spent an hour and a half making sure that you sounded perfect.
Because people don't appreciate it now because it's so easy.
Exactly.
I can do it too, music. Why don't I sound like Future? I got the auto-tune, bro.
Because you not.
Because you not Future. My man put out like 13 mixtapes. You think you about to get that 13th mixtape sound off the first one?
Yeah, bro. Like, you don't even.
That's a no for me, dog.
It's hard, no. No.
Is that all 10 on there?
That is all 10 on there. So, we got boom, 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 boom. 5.
7 greens.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we got 7 greens, 2 blues, and 1 white. Hold up, is it a palindrome?
Only.
Oh, it's a little bit off.
Because the last 3 songs are green.
It would need one more. It would need one more.
So up through track 9, it's a palindrome.
Yeah, it would need one more green on this end.
On the front end, yeah.
Because it would have to be an odd number. Because there would have to be 1 in the middle and there would 2 even amounts on the sides. 10 is an even number, so it splits equally.
Well,
so that means there would have to be 2 whites in the middle.
It doesn't. Yeah, but it doesn't have to be a odd number to be a palindrome. But in this case, you would. Never mind. It's okay. It's about to be real semantic.
It's not. Yeah, it's not that deep. I was trying to be deep, and then you was like, "Well, if you want to get deep."
I mean, if we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. But yeah, nah. I mean, 10 tracks, 7 greens, 2 blues, 1 white, right in the middle. Which I mean, was that 1, 2, 3, 4, track 5,
8, 9, even
halftime. Yeah, well, that was one that sounded super dated with the sleigh bells.
It just sounded like one of those after school. Like, it sounded like one of the first hip hop commercials for after school. Like, you was about to hear like a school bell.
Yo, you're so ridiculous.
Trayvon was about to come out like, yo, you want to come over my house and play some NBA Jam? And it's like, nah, I'm about to hang out with my big bro.
Ching, 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 ching,
and it's
ching,
like,
ching,
man,
ching.
your big bro be doing some bad stuff, man. Just come hang out with me. Say no to drugs. That would be the commercial. But that beat would just be in the background.
I feel like you should make these. You should create these little anecdotes and little stories and put them on film.
That's my goal is by summertime when I don't have to come here every day. That's like what I would be doing during the summer. Is just going around doing shit, but actually doing it. But
True.
That's why I'm created myself this little routine. You feel me?
Stick to it. So I got that book with the little 15-minute increments to see what I actually spend my time on a given day. And yesterday I didn't take the book out, and I have no idea what I did. I read a good chunk last night in my dad's book, but like outside of that, I came to work.
Yeah.
I did things here.
I feel you. And I'm not the person that's gonna look at a thing. That's why I had to put alarms and not reminders. Alarms.
Right.
To where my phone will literally be like, hey, go do this shit. Stop doing this. Because I had to put alarms to stop doing stuff too.
That's hilarious.
Like, I had to make an alarm like, all right, time's up. Next thing. Because if it's like editing or like making a beat or something, like I'll snooze it. Because I'll be like, I'm being productive.
Yeah,
but you have to.
Yeah. Give yourself some boundaries. I got you.
You feel me? Trying to give myself boundaries. I've been talking about boundaries all week. Gotta give yourself boundaries sometimes, man.
Make sure you love you. Can't force nobody else to. But yeah, so first classic album we've done, first throwback album we've done.
Solid. Of course, it was like a legendary fucking little throwback album.
I mean, but like even legendary got some. They got some. Mess around. Yeah. See what Thriller's talking about at some point. Or like
that would be fun. Or some Gerald Levert.
I mean, whatever. It could be anything. It could be some old Barry White. I don't care. We just like mix it up. You could throw some Miles Davis on there. Some Art Blakely. All that.
What you know about that Charles Mingus boy?
Yeah, that too.
That part. But yeah, this is where we at.
Strong album.
10 songs. It's not going to take up your whole day. It's not even, look, this.
That's a strong commute.
This is a strong commute in the morning. This is an 8 a.m. commute to Rockville. 39 minutes.
Yeah.
8 a.m. commute to Rockville. 39 minutes, and you're gonna have time to like sit in the car to get that last minute and 22 seconds off the last track, because you're gonna pull in and park, and then you got a minute 22 seconds to like, you know, put your coat on, get the umbrella ready, get the gloves and stuff, you know, get that last bit of heat that's in the car, so you can like try to run to the door real quick.
Yeah, apparently my joint has like remote start and stuff, but you gotta do it through an app. But I haven't figured out how to set up the app right. But like, you just pull out the app and it's like,
Okay.
I gotta. Yeah, it's tight. I like it.
Ah.
I appreciate it more and more each day.
As you should. As you should.
But yeah, party people.
Folks, that was fun. That was a nice conversation. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope y'all are tuning in. I hope you're all subscribing, because you got more coming. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but
We never know. It always works out.
somehow.
I feel like I've always missed like really good stuff though, because we just be here talking and then be like, let's set up the podcast.
As we're talking about the good stuff, it's like, are we recording? We're not recording. There's
No.
Nadine sitting here. Cat is over there.
At some point.
Baby steps. Baby steps.
All right, folks. Actually, you know, this might have been like a solid 2 hours. Not that y'all even care, but let's see where we at. Oh, 1:45. We're still like in the same pocket. It was just so funny.
It's still in the same pocket.
All right, yeah. So at some point we gotta do 36 chambers. There's something else I thought of earlier. Not reasonable doubt.
Age of Extinction. Not Age of Extinction.
You mean extinction level event?
Extinction level event. I want to do Exhibit's album.
True.
The one where
We
he's
probably
like
should do
up
reasonable
there.
doubt at some point. Oh, the Chronic. The first Chronic.
Chronic would be cool. I want to do a Snoop album too.
That's basically a Snoop album, but yeah, I feel you.
But I mean, like
Doggy. We can do Doggy Style.
not Doggy Style. It was the joint with Let's Get Blown on there.
Oh, all right.
I think it was Ego Tripping.
Okay.
Ego
Is
Tripping.
that the same one that had Vato on it?
My phone's over there. I don't know.
Doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Until next time. Peace.
Have you listened to Snoop's new album?